Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me. Let's see which zodiac sign needs the next reading. Taurus. Welcome back, Taurus people and placements. Let's dive in for you guys. Taurus energies, messages for Taurus people and placements, messages for Taurus energies. Self-care. Taurus, messages for Taurus. Could be dealing with a Gemini, something about real estate, a family situation, balancing priorities, and peace of mind could be important. There's something about a lack of healing in this regard, or need to heal. Taurus, messages for Taurus. Interesting. Pearl of Sharo and Epsilon modulation slowing right on down as a part of your message. Let's see, which makes sense. I mean, Saturn is conjoining Jupiter. We have Mars square Uranus as well. There's a lot of intense kind of slow down energy, accident prone energy. Taurus, messages of advice, please, for Taurus energies. Wow, Moksha and Smoshana and Dakshina on the bottom. Guess we'll start with 7 Dakshina, past position kind of. Take it as you will. Fear can undermine your confidence, erode your trust, and steal the joy you take in living. Interesting. The benign yet mighty Dakshina manifest to conquer fear and realign the mind and path towards peace and light. Make a sincere offering from your heart to her now, and you receive her generous blessing and assistance. Open your heart with trust for that which is blessed and beautiful wants to manifest in your life. To engage peaceful blessings and psychological renewal that Dakshina Kali bestows, you can make an offering. The term Dakshina means gift. Typically, the gift you would offer a healer or spiritual teacher with gratitude for their teachings and blessings. What could anyone possibly offer a great being like Kali Ma? Love, affection, and prayers, especially those that relate not only to us, but all beings in need, honor, and reverence. And why are these gifts sufficient? Ma is the enlightened divine presence. She has no need for flattery, gifts to elicit love, grace, or protection. She gives that freely and generously. The offering is about what it does for us on a human level. Making a genuine offering opens the heart and puts us in a position to truly receive, being open, humble, right? To demand from an entitled perspective, locked in ego or blocked in fear, does not open us to her. Even though she pours forth love and healing in great abundance, we are like concrete with the water of her love sliding over us, unable to permeate, restore, and nourish. We need to be like the tilled soil, open and receptive, capable of taking in our grace. From that to happen, we need to place our hearts and minds in the best state to engage with her. An offering is a humbling act of respect and acknowledgement. It is an act of imploring. It opens the receptive channels in our hearts. We also have Yuga Shakti that's sticking its head out from underneath the deck, so I'm kind of being called to check that one out as well. Her timing is fierce with compassion and wisdom. To love her is to honor the greater knowing. She demands the surrender of futile attempts to control that which is beyond our sphere of understanding until the pain transforms into the sweet pleasure of release. Even the right thing cannot attain fruition at the wrong time. Trust her and be shown again and again that divinely orchestrated workings of time serve you faithfully with love and grace. Interesting. Mystery teaching. Interesting. The tongue is the organ of discernment, digestion, and speech. It assists us in taking the right things in and expressing ourselves as we choose. Our mother tongue means the language of our birth. And Kali is the cosmic mother tongue. She is the original spiritual language of our hearts and souls. Hers is the language of spirit and the light, the truth beneath the form, and the reassurance that although we must submit to a shifting greater cycle, those cycles ultimately move us for a great spiritual benefit. So maybe you want to check out the transits for your rising sign on YouTube. That could be helping you move throughout this year. All offerings transform into smoky black ash, rising from the fiery transformed. The ash is sacred, instinctively and lightly settles wherever it is needed, providing Kali's blessing of protection. You may see suns feel the ash settling on earth upon the foreheads of beings in the many places in all dimensions and directions and time. You do not direct the movements of her blessing, you simply witness it with reverence and trust. Complete your process with interesting. Oh, so I was reading an invocation ritual on accident. Okay, let's check out Moksha of Kali in the center position with 39. Her passionate desire for your liberation isn't flagging, and so your relief will come swiftly. She speaks to you from within. She's the voice of reassurance. Can you hear her? Trust her. Soon you will see things in a better light, and you are going to be liberated from the struggle you currently experience. Be true to yourself and your life path, and you will ultimately attract the way forward as obstacles disappear. Do not turn away, for you are destined to overcome all opposition. Brings forth your sacred path to fruition. Interesting. And let's go check out really quickly number 1, Smashana. She shines her blessing of divine deconstruction, clearing away that which undermines your confidence and inhibits your activity on your life path. It is in the reverse, so take it as you will. With the courage born of unconditional trust, you can accept her fierce intervention in your life path with openness to positive changes that emerge as a result. Alrighty. Let's get you one of these. Taurus messages for Taurus energies, Taurus people. Ooh. Leucosis, okay. There's a breaking open. Maybe you thought everything was perfect. There's breaking open, a change. Spring and reddening iosis. Interesting. conjunction. Depending on what degree your Taurus placements are, I mean, you will be receiving, I think, Uranus is still in Taurus right now. It'll slowly move into Gemini soon, I think, though. So it is still conjoining while it's been kind of a shaky, divine, inspirational, kind of eureka, earthquake moment time for you with Uranus conjoining all your Taurus placements a little bit. But it's meant to bring you into innovation, into the future, into new ideas, into shaking up old stagnant ways of thinking or doing. So let's get you an extra message for Taurus. Oh my God. Oop, there it is. Oop, there it is. Energetic sovereignty, the void. Stop, embrace winter, great cosmic boom. So where you create lost lands, soul memories, and gifts. You've done this before. Kind of being called to that one for you guys. So maybe looking at your past lives, or you're going for that, or I'm sure there's many people online that do that as well, remotely these days. Oh, I don't know. I've never done it. The world is where you could ask for your guides and guardians to show you information regarding your past lives, and maybe certain things you'll feel instinctively led to watch or understand, stories, etc. The world is far more ancient than our documented history suggests. As souls, many of us have experienced ancient eras on the planet that are much more advanced than ours today. As we begin to remember these times, the rememberings and gifts come flooding back. So kind of stepping into your soul energy. At this stage in Earth's timeline, we need the wisdom of the ancients to survive as a species. You're being called to connect with the lost wisdom of your own soul. If you feel guided to make a change in your life, to step into a new career path, birth a creation, or bring an idea to life, but feel unprepared, this card calls you to consider you've done it before. Perhaps your soul has wisdom beyond what your lifespan can imagine. Perhaps the intuitive hits and ideas you receive are divinely guided. Perhaps you've been preparing for this time. Something lost lands exist in the past. Others believe they exist today in a different dimension. I believe those, well, everything is happening at the same time, right? I believe these ancient lands also exist in the souls of those who experience them. If this card comes to perhaps with the wisdom of lost lands like Lemuria, Atlantis, or Avalon exist in you, and through surrendering to the intelligence of your soul, you can unlock the gifts and seeds of these ancient lands so that we can all learn from our mistakes and usher in a new age. This could be closing out cycles, letting go of something, expanding awareness, faith, belief, the self as well. Messages for Taurus energies. Rewild, very interesting. Going for, you can see her hands are like up in the air and she's just riding this gigantic deer, it looks like, or something like that. 4 kind of birds above her head, kind of flying above her. So let's get some. Let your soul's garden grow wild, setting yourself free and allowing mysteries to surprise you. We will go ahead and read that for you guys. 29. Something about horses could be relevant to deer. Liberation, wow, salvation and being untamed. Each person on this planet has genius hiding in them, waiting to be unleashed, which makes sense. Genius is ruled with Uranus, and that includes you. However, access to inherent talent must learn to let yourself be free. Brilliance isn't bound by convention, expectation, perfection, or even rules. Your genius needs space to experience all versions of itself. You are being called to let your soul's garden grow wild. Don't be so quick to tidy up the corners or clear out the unwanted. Weeds are also plants, many of which, like the dandelion, are supportive and nurturing to the body. Your spiritual weeds offer you nourishment and guidance to help you better understand yourself. Your hardships and shortcomings may unlock a clever idea or inspire you to create a masterpiece. A shifting of your soul cycle may bring light to the ways you could experience more freedom or joy. Talents are often unlocked out of the struggle and of necessity and a willingness to let your soul lead you. When this card comes to a reading, it's asking you to follow where you're being called to go. Don't question the journey or the meaning, as this is simply your spirit's way of untaming you and sending you back to the wild so you can experience yourself in the freest way possible. You may be called to go on a physical journey to a new land, or it could be purely symbolic, requiring you to let go of who you thought you were or where you thought you should be. Consider journaling about where you would express yourself if you had no rules to follow, people to make proud, or expectations to live up to. Isn't there like a poem that's like the fox jumped over the milk or something in the moon or something? I don't know. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please hit like, subscribe, and get a personal use in the Buy Me a Coffee link or leave a tip through there. Good luck. Take care.